rumors are starting with T.I. It's coming out that King is not his son. Look at them, y'all. It looked like Benny spit this boy out. Tiny, you got some explaining to do.
Stop talking. This ain't your restaurant. Thank you. Everything you think I can pull out. Nah, I ain't cooking no piece. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you.
Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button because today's video is one you don't want to miss. We're diving into one of the messiest celebrity family dramas shaking hip-hop right now. And trust me, it's getting wild.
A day in my life.
The story just grows more chaotic by the day. King Harris has been making headlines in ways nobody could have predicted, and now the whispers are spreading fast. According to shocking rumors, T.I. may not even be King's biological father, a bombshell that went viral right after a very public altercation between father and son at an Atlanta Falcons game.
Stop talking to me. This ain't your restaurant. This ain't your. Everything you make, I can pull out my. Nah, I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name? My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. That file show.
Imagine this: fights, live streams, and jaw-dropping confessions ripping apart one of the most famous families in hip-hop. Fans couldn't believe their eyes. It all kicked off when King, already known for his hot temper, was spotted clashing with a man in the stands on Instagram Live. He shouted, "I stood on business," like he had something to prove to the world. But instead of backing down, King kept ranting, making the scene even bigger. That's when T.I. jumped in, refusing to let it slide. The rapper stepped in and blasted his son, accusing him of trying too hard to act tough and embarrassing the family. Then things exploded. T.I. grabbed King and put him in a headlock right there in front of everyone at the stadium. Cameras were rolling and the internet went crazy. Hours later, King doubled down on Instagram, taking shots at his father with bold statements like, "I am a mature man now. I do not care who you are. You should say it if I am wrong." The comments sparked instant debate. Was this just another spoiled celebrity kid lashing out, or was King hinting at something deeper, maybe even darker, behind the family tension?
Yeah, man, it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like the weekend. They'll say, "Hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. Yeah, come get me from my grandma's house."
King has been stirring drama long before this Falcons game explosion. His past outbursts still haunt him today. Fans haven't forgotten when he disrespected Waffle House employees, acting like he was better than them just because his dad is T.I. That moment painted King as entitled, and his behavior since then hasn't exactly helped his reputation. Another scandal? King once promised a homeless man $50 if he could survive eating a banned, one-chip challenge without drinking water for 5 minutes. The poor man was clearly in pain, but instead of showing concern, King laughed it off like it was some twisted form of entertainment. Viewers were disgusted, but King stood firm, brushing it off as if he was too important to apologize or admit any fault. This fed into the idea that King was living in a bubble, spoiled and out of touch. After all, how could someone who grew up in a gated mansion with a millionaire father claim to be left in the hood or even say he was mistreated? Fans labeled it clout chasing, especially after his fiery Falcons game ran. But then, receipts surfaced that flipped the story. Turns out, despite his parents' money, King actually spent most of his childhood living with his grandmother in the hood. That revelation shocked everyone, since people assumed he was raised in luxury with non-stop attention from his famous parents. Even more explosive, King revealed he didn't actually grow up inside T.I.'s home like people believe. He said he only really saw his father when it was time to shoot Family Hustle, their reality show. As soon as the camera stopped rolling, King was right back outside, living a completely different reality. Reports even claimed that most of T.I.'s kids only showed up to the house for filming, not because they actually live with him full-time. While T.I. and Tiny were jet-setting, chasing fame and living their own lives, it was Tiny's daughter Zanique who revealed the truth.
Okay, so I would say what hurt me would be like, I'm honestly like my mom being like with Tip all the time.
Damn.
Like,
timestamp that.
not timestamp that. I feel like even now and today, like that's how it is. Like they're just tied to the hip. But now I'm grown, so it's like I can't really. But it's like they rather go places with each other. So anytime he gotta go, she gotta go. She gotta go, he go. It's just.
She mainly stayed with her grandmother. That confession opened the floodgates, and suddenly, fans were dragging T.I. for neglecting his kids behind the scenes while painting the picture of a perfect family on reality TV. And then came the biggest bomb of all. Word spread that King had allegedly confided to friends that T.I. wasn't even his biological father. Rumors claimed this was why King often looked uncomfortable whenever T.I. showed him affection in public, because behind closed doors, their bond was strained, and the love didn't feel real. Things got even wilder when pictures of a man named B. Anthony went viral online. Fans immediately noticed the striking resemblance between him and King, and the internet went into full detective mode. People began speculating that Tiny might have history with this man, and that he could be King's real father. Suddenly, this wasn't just about a rebellious son lashing out. It was about hidden family secrets and the possibility of an identity crisis shaking one of hip-hop's most famous households. What makes it tragic is that King might be surrounded by money and fame, but his childhood was anything but stable. Growing up split between his grandmother's hood lifestyle and the flashy spotlight of his parents' celebrity world left him torn, confused, and searching for answers. Fans now see his story less like a spoiled celebrity kid tantrum and more like a messy reality show. Except this time, it isn't scripted. It's his real life playing out in front of millions. After that Falcons game meltdown, the conversation completely shifted. It was no longer just about a spoiled celebrity kid. It was about buried family secrets bubbling to the surface. King's claim that he was left in the hood while his father lived in luxury split the internet in half. Some people said he was exaggerating just to build his rap persona as an underdog, while others felt his pain and believed there was truth behind the anger. The facts? King really did spend most of his childhood living with his grandmother, while his connection with T.I. often looked more like a TV cameo than a genuine father-son bond. That tension alone was heavy, but when the paternity rumors got thrown into the mix, the drama exploded into a full-blown scandal. King's emotional outburst suddenly hit different, especially when he told T.I., "Stop making the world think you are with me when you are not." That statement felt less like teenage rebellion and more like a cry from someone who felt misrepresented his whole life. And the internet detectives wasted no time. They dug up photos of King Harris and B. Anthony side by side, and the resemblance had fans shook. Comment sections went wild, with people posting things like, "Y'all telling me this ain't King's daddy?" The narrative was spreading faster than anyone could control. But the biggest twist, Tiny, King's mother, has stayed completely silent about the speculation. No denial, no statement, nothing. That silence has only poured gasoline on the fire, because fans believe if it wasn't true, she would have shut it down immediately. Instead, the unanswered questions keep swirling, and the whispers just won't stop. King isn't exactly doing himself any favors with the way he carries his public image. From mocking Waffle House workers to that cruel chip challenge with a homeless man, he keeps coming off less like a young man finding his way and more like someone chasing attention at any cost. Critics argue that every outburst is just another publicity stunt to push his rap career forward, but others see something deeper: raw pain. The pain of not growing up with a steady father figure. The pain of constantly trying to prove that he's tough enough to survive on his own. When he shouts, "I stand on business," it sounds less like confidence and more like armor he's hiding behind. And the cracks show whenever he lashes out. You can almost feel that inner struggle bubbling up every time. King is desperate for respect, not just from the public, but especially from his father. That Falcons game meltdown, with T.I. checking him and then putting him in a headlock, became the week's biggest meme. But for King, it wasn't funny. To him, it was public humiliation. That's why his Instagram rant afterwards cut so deep. He practically confessed that he doesn't feel loved at home, that instead of being valued as a son, he feels like a mistake, a kid only acknowledged when the cameras are rolling. And the twist? King isn't alone in these feelings. Whispers are growing that other voices in the family have complaints too, and the picture-perfect image of unity might be nothing more than smoke and mirrors. Zanique didn't hold back when she admitted that her mom and T.I. were often too busy chasing careers and traveling, so she spent most of her time living with her grandmother. That detail hit fans hard, painting a picture of parents who built an empire while their kids were left to figure things out on their own without steady guidance. And for those who grew up watching Family Hustle, the reality show that sold the image of a happy, united household, the truth is a tough pill to swallow. That perfect family millions bought into may have been nothing more than well-edited television. Years of loyalty from fans now feel like they were invested in a fantasy, and realizing that cuts deep. The way T.I. has handled the drama only makes the situation more explosive. Sometimes he defends King, like during the Waffle House incident when he brushed off his son's bad behavior as nothing serious. But other times, like at the Falcons game, he has no problem publicly checking King, even putting him in a headlock in front of the world. To King, that contradiction makes every move feel fake and every embrace look staged. Throw in the swirling paternity rumors, and the distrust grows louder. Critics now argue that every hug, every fatherly moment T.I. shares with King on camera is just an act. Meanwhile, King's raw outbursts feel like the only times he's telling the truth. It's a toxic cycle playing out for millions online, with no end in sight. And don't think the rap world isn't watching. Industry voices have already started to question King's authenticity. Is he really from the streets, or just entitled by birth? Is his father truly the man everyone believes? Instead of being judged on his music, King's entire rap career is being suffocated by family drama, rumors, and doubt heavier than any beat he raps over. Some say being born into fame is a blessing, but others call it a curse. When your parents are legends, the world already has a story written for you before you even get a chance to speak. And for King Harris, that story is being told through whispers of identity struggles, absent parenting, and betrayal rumors. Heavy baggage for a young artist just trying to find his place in music. The burning question now is simple. Where does King go from here? At this point, his name carries way more than just music. It's tied to drama, rumors, and family scars. That's a massive weight for anyone, let alone someone still trying to build credibility in an industry that eats people alive. But here's the flip side. Scandals can destroy a career, or they can skyrocket one. Some artists turn their pain into art, channeling real struggles into raw lyrics that hit deep with fans who feel the same battles in their own lives. If King leans into the truth, whether it's about feeling abandoned, growing up split between two worlds, or simply fighting for respect, he could carve out a lane no one else can touch. Because let's be real, the industry loves authenticity. People connect to rawness, to honesty, to scars being shown instead of hidden. That could be King's golden ticket. But if he keeps spiraling, disrespecting workers, clowning the homeless, moving reckless, the scandals will drown out his music completely. His reputation could be destroyed before his bars even get a chance to be heard. King Harris is standing at a crossroads, and the world is watching every step. He's got two choices: rise above the chaos, prove himself through his music, and finally earn respect, or end up just another celebrity kid remembered for non-stop scandals. The pressure is real, and his next move could define his whole legacy. But let's not forget, T.I. has a role to play in this too. If he truly wants to repair his bond with King, it has to go deeper than staged TV moments and public discipline. Those headlocks and harsh clapbacks only make the wounds cut deeper. What King seems to want most isn't more punishment in front of cameras. It's love, guidance, and support behind closed doors. And here's the kicker. Whether T.I. is his biological father or not, King clearly sees him as the man he should be able to lean on. Because at the end of the day, being a father is about trust, respect, and being present, not just sharing blood. Until that foundation is fixed, this feud will keep spilling into the public eye, and fans will keep tuning in to every twist like it's a live reality show. The Harris family's flaws are no longer hidden. They're out in the open for everyone to dissect. King's future hangs in the balance, and his choices from here on out will decide if he becomes a respected artist with a raw story to tell, or just another cautionary tale of fame gone wrong. One thing is certain, this saga is far from over. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think King Harris is just acting reckless for clout, or is this really a cry for help? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And I'll see you in the next one.